Hello everyone, Jaden here. I'm going to make a video on tips and tricks. Uh, I never really, well, I made a video before with tips and tricks, but I didn't have any like good points that I could really point out, and I didn't really explain everything in detail, so I ended up deleting it. And I wanted to explain some things. Well, mainly just one tip for right now. Maybe I'll get it. I'll make another video later, and maybe turn this into a series if people want it. But alright, here goes the first one. The first tip I want to mention is crosshair placement. I picked it up from Counter-Strike mostly, but I believe it's useful in more than just Counter-Strike. Here's a clip of me with my crosshairs and eye level. You see, when I turn the corner, my crosshairs are ready. I'm ready to shoot. At moment's notice, I'm fully prepared to whatever will come. Now that you watched the same clip twice, I'm gonna show you a clip of me actually shooting and seeing it in action. See, as you can see right there, I'm fully prepared, can take him down with ease, no problem. Now in this next clip or clips, I will show you what I usually see people do in any game mode, mostly S&D, when they are running around or just going. They're just looking straight at the ground, and you can't really do that. You see right there, you'd be fully unprepared if there was someone standing there, and it would take you time to get your crosshair up to actually kill him and be accurate while doing it. So here's a clip, an example of that. Most people who have decent aim would be either like surprised and immediately like twitch up and do whatever. But let's say you don't have the best aim, and this is just an exaggeration. You don't have the best aim. Well, you're pretty much dead, to be honest, because even though my screen was going up and down, I was pretty much standing still. And even if you were strafing, they had an advantage on you because they could have gotten the first shot off first. Now I'll actually get to the gameplay portion of this. This is a one-man army, obviously on Junkboy. I recommend one-man army like for a game mode that you should play often because uh, it has let's see how you would put this. It's very useful in terms that it puts you into situations which you do not expect to be in on a moment's notice, and you have to adjust to everything going on at once on an instant. Oh, somebody, I had Vivox on. I turn off Vivox always, but I don't know why I had it on there. But anyways, um, yeah, and to be honest, I believe it also is a good way to like improve your aim. Because apart from having to adjust to different situations, you have to actually move your screen around to whatever enemies you see or things you want to shoot. And well, obviously, I mean, one-man army. Um, what I do usually, and when I ever enter into one-man armies, my goal isn't to win. It isn't to get first place. It isn't to like gloat that, oh, look at me, I killed you, or oh, look at me, I got an unbelievable. No, my goal and what your goal should be is kill as much as you can without dying. With whatever ammo you have in your clip left, with whatever situation you're in, you want to live. That's the priority. I mean, it's a priority in every game mode, but this is how you really should play a one-man army so you can improve your aim. I mean, I can't show you how to aim. Like you'll have to learn it by yourself. But this is a great way to do it because you're constantly moving around, you're constantly doing stuff, and you have to be active. You can't be camping in a corner and expect to do great in game mode like this. If you have a gun that you want to become good using, it's also good to do it in a one-man army and use that gun only. Like, use it religiously, as one of my friends used to say. And only stay using that gun, and you'll learn how to use it. And I know how cliche this sounds, hone your skills and be pretty good with it. Personally, I love the G36. For me, it became the most easiest gun to use because I've used it for about 2-3 years now, and my account's that old. God damn. And yeah, just use whatever that you feel comfortable with. It doesn't have to be a G3 or any other overpowered weapon. You could use whatever. I like using a Scar from time to time, and M4A1. They're great guns, and you can easily use them and become better than anyone else. Oh, and I also recommend you don't mod your guns, because you never know when the time comes where you need to, or maybe you're using an alt account and you don't have that modded gun. You're not going to be used to that same gun that you like using. So I just stick with whatever recoil pattern it has and not change it at all, or change the damage. I mean, whatever, but you don't really need that extra damage. At least I don't think so. A lot of people would probably disagree with me, but whatever. Most people use like a P90TR and think they're so great, which is another thing I hate about the Common Realms community is like the arrogance. The arrogance of people who they think they're so great at this game. Oh, look at me, I got a multi-kill. Oh, look at me, I got an unbelievable with snipers. Oh, good for you. There's probably plenty of people who've done that, not just you, and you shouldn't really be acting all high and mighty about it. It's one of the things that bugged me about the Woggle community also, is that most people just they have such a big ego that nobody can ever do better than them. At least that's how I see people act. Like no one could do better than them, or else someone or they're cheating or something. There must be some excuse why they can't prevail over the other. No, it's because at the moment you failed to perform to your best of your ability at that time, and you were bested. You have to admit that you were bested. You can't just always be winning. You're gonna lose sometimes. I mean, that's something that probably people have told you in real life, but it has to be told that even in this, it really does matter. Well, at least in my opinion, it does matter. Um, but yeah, you gotta stop blaming your problems on like cheaters or something. Honestly, I don't think there are a lot of cheaters in Combat Arms anymore. From what I've seen, maybe it's because it doesn't bother me. Maybe it's because I can actually perform against cheaters and do well. Uh, I don't know, but yeah, I mean, if you want to learn how to aim in Combat Arms or any other FPS, you gotta set aside everybody else and all the other factors and just focus on what you have at hand, how you're gonna improve, how you're gonna get better. And don't worry about anybody else but yourself. And that I think it will be a very beneficiary, I think is the word. Benefit. It'll benefit you a lot if you get rid of that mindset. Assuming you're one of those people. But I mean, even one of those people don't really know that they're like that, and they have to be told over and over again to shut the hell up because that they have a problem. But oh well. Yeah, you're gonna fail a lot when you're trying to improve your aim, and you gotta understand that. But after a while, I guarantee that you will improve. But also, one of the factors can be holding you back would probably be your computer. People with lower frame rates tend to do horrible in FPSs because there's how would I explain this to someone who wouldn't know about frame rate? The smoothness of how their screen is, how you move. Your actions aren't as fluent as they should be because of lower frame rates, which are caused by having bad computer, bad graphics card, full hard drive, things that just lower frame rate in general, or your connection. That could be also something that attributes to that. But yeah, that's pretty much it for now. Thanks for listening. Subscribe, like it, comment. Comment what you would like to hear besides this tip, or if you want more, maybe I guess a rant. I guess this is one of those. Yeah. All right. Bye.